Right, so two fine artists from Cape Town have collaborated to showcase works that challenge perceptions of beauty. Next week, they will host an exhibition entitled Skin Deep, which explores the distorted image of human beings taking a journey through fear and pain. The exhibition will run until the 9th of March, and to tell us more, via Skype, we're joined by one of these artists who is not only an artist but also a social activist from Germany, now based in Cape Town. A very good morning to you, SaySay. Thanks so much for being our guest on Morning Live.
Hey, good morning.
So what inspired this work and the theme behind it?
Actually, this work has grown out of the work that I've done in the past. The last exhibition was about loneliness, and now I want to re-evaluate the perception of beauty with this work.
Yeah. Perhaps, what are you hoping to share or achieve with your audiences?
I think the dark side does not really exist in the context of pro-social. But it is there, and I think we should reconsider that as a truth. And when you see the picture that I've created, then it's a kind of diving into the dark side of psyche.
Yeah, I mean, you've got such interesting artworks, and I can imagine that there's stories that are depicted within these artworks. Talk to us about these stories.
First of all, it's also an expression of my inner side. Life is not always good to me and to whoever, and we are challenging a kind of bullying in daily life. When I see what happens to our kids at school, what happened at work, that is actually the dark side in us, and it comes across quite beautifully. And I think we have to realize that the dark side lives with us, and that is what my picture is actually showing.
Yeah, it's incredible, actually. You've partnered with Nick Nevenhuis, who will also be showcasing her work. Now, apart from the theme, how similar is your work to hers?
Actually, they're totally different, but when you meet Anik, she's a wonderful, beautiful young lady. She's graduated from the Mad Leadership Foundation. She studied art at Michaelis here in Cape Town, and she made her body to work, to artwork. And that is so interesting to see. She has a very horrible story in my perception, and she is now coming out, and that what she experienced when she was 9 years old, because her whole skin is burned. You cannot imagine how terrible it is. She transformed it into art to speak and to communicate with the people.
Yeah, yeah. How would your audiences receive fine art generally? I mean, what has the reception been? Because, fine art really does explore very serious issues. Yeah,
I think the audience is reflecting on art in general. What me as an artist can hope is that there is a discussion ongoing, that there is a discourse, that it might goes into our brain, and we reflect on it and want to think different about the reality that we perceive.
Audiences, what can they expect coming through and having a look at the exhibition? What do you sort of, I suppose, expect to get from it, particularly those that are not necessarily interested in art, but will walk away hopefully with a new respect?
Yeah, so just come in. Our vernissage is the coming Wednesday, the 13th at 6 p.m. Wine for free, pictures for free, a nice crowd, nice audience there. And just have a look on the pictures and get into it, and then dive with me in our dark side of psyche.
Yeah, good. Well, I'm sure people will come down. I suppose while I've got you on here, it's also nice to get a reaction to you from having a look at one of South Africa's own, making the cover of Time magazine. I mean, doesn't that make you feel sort of very proud of where we're going with our art? Nelson Makamo, double thumbs up, yeah?
Double thumbs up.
Ah, excellent.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with you. SaySay.Love, thank you so much for joining us here on the program. SaySay.Love, an artist and social activist, talking to us about his upcoming exhibition. So the details on that one, it's scheduled to run in Cape Town from the 12th of February until the 9th of March.